What up? This is Mr. Swayze, and it looks like the king of New York, Tekashi Nino 6ix9ine Brown, is one step closer to being released from prison. And that's because his co-defendants, Anthony Harv Ellison and Jeremiah Nuke Mack, were found guilty of kidnapping Tekashi 6ix9ine at gunpoint in 2018. Now, if you don't remember, Tekashi 6ix9ine took the stand and testified that him and his driver, Jorge Rivera, was held at gunpoint. He was forced into a car and later was relinquished of his jewelry. Now, Anthony Harv Ellison and Jeremiah Nuke Mack were found guilty on count 1 racketeering, count 2 kidnapping, count 5 maiming, which means inflicting permanent damage or causing bodily harm towards someone, and count 6 narcotics. Now, these are the counts where Mack and Ellison were not found guilty on, and that was counts 3 and 4 with Ellison's gun. They were found not guilty, and count 7 with Mack and his firearm. He was also found not guilty. With this verdict, they can possibly face 30 years to life. Now, what confused me when I read these charges were the things that they were found not guilty on, like count 3 and 4 of Ellison's gun and count 7 with Mack's firearm. Now, we all seen the video that they used as evidence, and you can hear in the background Tekashi 6ix9ine pleading for Harv not to harm him. And you can also hear someone tell 6ix9ine, get in the car before I shoot you. So I kind of don't understand how Harv and Nuke was found guilty for kidnapping, but not found guilty of assault with a deadly weapon and use of a firearm during the kidnapping. Even though Jorge Rivera, 6ix9ine's driver, and Tekashi 6ix9ine went on the stand and testified that they did see a gun. Now, it seems like I'm not the only one who found this a little strange. For example, one person asks Inner City Press, they also threatened to shoot him on the video. How isn't that a gunpoint robbery? Crazy. And he replies saying, seems maybe the jury believes that the robbery of the jewelry was fake and meant to promote a song coming out at the time, but somehow that forcing a person into another car or holding him in that car for whatever time is kidnapping. Now, someone also says to Inner City Press, it's because there's not enough proof. They had guns. It's not on video. And Inner City Press replies, if Jorge Rivera and 6ix9ine were lying about Ellison and Shah having guns, but not lying that it was a real kidnapping, the ease and speed with this Ellison and Shah ordered 6ix9ine to leave his car for theirs on the video doesn't make sense. And Inner City Press is absolutely right. How easily 6ix9ine and his driver folded like beach chairs, to me shows that they had to use some type of weapon to bring the intimidation factor to the situation. And this guy's saying that it's not enough proof that they had guns and it's not on video. I mean, he probably does have a point. It could be that there's not enough proof that they had guns, but I do still find it kind of weird that they were found guilty of kidnapping, but not with the firearms. Now, someone also asked Inner City Press, are they setting up to poke holes in his testimony and sentence him to big time too? And I guess he was talking about 6ix9ine. And he replies, I don't think the jury had an agenda to set him up for later sentencing. It's just that the case presented in court didn't entirely make sense. And it's unclear to me why Ellison's lawyers didn't push to get 6ix9ine's Angie Martinez interview into evidence. Now, I do believe that this person's question of poking holes in 6ix9ine's testimony to sentence him to big time is a little credible. I mean, if they found Harv and Ellison not guilty of brandishing weapons to use during the kidnapping of Tekashi 6ix9ine, it may put a wrench in 6ix9ine's plans of getting that 5K1 letter from the judge. And another reason why that question intrigued my interest is because we just found out that 6ix9ine's sentencing is not until January 24th of next year. And instead of seeming like he fully cooperated, these not guilty charges could possibly make it seem like he's not telling the 100% truth. And here, Inner City Press even says himself, since driver Jorge Rivera said on video that both Shah and Ellison had guns, did the jury disbelieve that or believe there was no real robbery of 6ix9ine's chains? Like, did the jury believe that 6ix9ine's robbery was fake, not real and staged for publicity, but they believed that the kidnapping was real? I honestly don't understand how they came to this decision. But before I go, since this case is wrapping up, let me just say this. Throughout this whole time of me covering this trial, I kept seeing people say things like, well, if your peoples kidnap you, rob you, and smash your baby mother, wouldn't you snitch too? And this, that, and the third, right? Now, at first, I ignored it because I said to myself, hopefully that's not the general consensus and that frame of thinking would eventually go away. But it didn't. You still have people who are trying to justify Tekashi 6ix9ine's snitching using that type of ideology. And I just want to say this real quick. When it comes to 6ix9ine snitching on Shotty, there's no justification to that. After all of the transcripts were released, we obviously see that Shotty was that nigga for 6ix9ine. He was his protector. He even went against his own gang members that he was in cahoots with way before he knew what the fuck a 6ix9ine was. He went against them for Tekashi, and Tekashi snitched on him. There's no way around that. Tekashi 6ix9ine is a fucked up individual for that right there. Now let's put that one to the side. When it comes to Harv and Nuke kidnapping 6ix9ine, on a street level, I guess, yeah, you're not supposed to snitch. You're supposed to go and handle that situation. But if you're 6ix9ine and the people who would usually handle the situation for you are the same people who are kidnapping you, I guess the only people 6ix9ine could get to handle that situation at that point would be the police. But one thing that really grinded my gears through this trial was you motherfuckers saying this. Oh, them niggas fucked his baby mama, yo. That shit's fucked up. I would snitch too if niggas ran a train on my baby mama. Bruh, when I first saw that, I said to myself, I know you. I know your type, my nigga. I see you every single fucking day. I know you. As a child, you walked out into the living room and saw your father sleeping on the couch like the bitch ass nigga that he is. Cause he has to be a bitch ass nigga if he raised a son like you to think that way. He has to be a bitch ass nigga. I know you, nigga. I know you. You seen your mother slap your father, spit in his face, and kick him out the house, only to have him begging in front of the door to come back in. I know you, nigga. That's why you think that way. What type of ideology is that? If some niggas spank your baby mama out, you gonna snitch on them. As we know from these transcripts, these niggas knew 6ix9ine for no more than a year and a half. 2 years tops. I'm telling you right now, my nigga. If you're paying me for protection, I'm using you for bread. We only knew you for fucking a year and a half. My nigga, if your baby mama throw that pussy at me, I'm blowing her back out. Fuck is you talking about? Loyalty where? My nigga only knew you for a year and a half and we only using you for bread. So where are you niggas trying to get at when you say, oh, they was blowing his baby mama back out? I'll snitch too. Who raised you niggas? Who's your father, my nigga? What type of male role models did you have in your life? Cause you need to find them and kill them before you kill yourself because they failed you. See, the niggas who pulled up in the comment sections and said shit like this is the type of niggas to find a bitch cheating and try to go fight the nigga. I know your type. You the type to go through your girl's phone and call the niggas that she's texting like, nigga, you better lose this number. You better lose this number. I know exactly where you at, nigga. I'ma kill you. You better stop talking to her. Instead of checking your whore ass girlfriend. I know you. And it just grinded my gears that I kept seeing it over and over and over again. When I seen it once, I was like, all right, that's a fuck boy. You know, we got fuck boys, you know, in the universe. It happens. But I kept seeing it over and over and over again. But pull up in the comment section and let me know how you feel about this situation. We will officially know 6ix9ine's verdict January 24th of next year. But if you like the video, don't forget to share, subscribe to the channel if you're not already, and make sure you hit that notification button. But I'm off this.
Fuck the rotation. We just finished spacing. We're half on the O, and niggas still blazing. Man, fuck the rotation. We just finished spacing.